Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, I am Abel and so are you. I have here a multi-tool Ozark Trail multi-force. A lot of you guys know about this. Um, as you know, if you follow me on the channel, uh, I'm just getting into these. I picked up the little brother first. This guy here. This is a 15-in-1. And this one here is the 18-in-1. So there are some vast differences between the big brother and the little brother. But first, let's look at the box quickly. Ozark Trail outdoor equipment, 18-in-1 multi-force premium. Let's see here. Powerful pliers, up to 16 gauge wire and nails. This is going to be a better steel than the little brother. A magnetic bit extension that is included. To note that, give you 3 inches, an extended reach, 5-year limited warranty. Let's see what else we got. One hand operating, meaning you can flick some of your blades out without using 2 hands. Got a pocket clip on here, a sheath as well, and hopefully I'll remember to tell you about the gripe that I have with this sheath. Outside opening on most of your tools. Let's see what else we got. And here's all your tools at a quick glance. Your pliers, scissors, driver, saw, blade, serrated blade, file, flat or slotted, screwdriver, can opener, and bottle opener. Same thing on that side. On the bottom, warning about your cut hazard. You know, guys, these are flipping blades and flipping tools that come out. So you really have to pay attention to making sure that they lock into place before you use them. Because when you flip them out and you don't make sure they lock, once you apply pressure, that blade or that tool can fold back in and cut your hand. So be mindful of that, guys. This is a Walmart exclusive. This tool, Ozark Trail, is pretty much a Walmart brand. There's a lot of Ozark Trail stuff in the camping gear, sport gear aisles at Walmart. And so you guys are welcome to pause this or screenshot it and go over it at your leisure. Quite a bit. There's your extension, magnetic driver. With a lot of other multi-tools from other brands, this is something you have to buy extra. This comes included. And quickly about the price, this was $43 at Walmart, and the little brother was $13. So that's quite a bit of difference in price, but I'd say it's worth it. Spoiler alert, I'd say it's definitely worth it. This is more in line with the Leatherman Wave. And so it kind of took a lot of cues from the Leatherman Wave, if not a copy. That I will leave that up to you to decide whether that's just taking cues from it or it just flat out copied it. And that tool, the Wave, is about $100, sometimes more, depending on where you get it. Sometimes 120, 30, you know. So yeah, there's your blade length, weight, overall length, and it's made of stainless steel. See, Walmart. All right, guys, let's get rid of that. And so here's the tool, Ozark Trail Multiforce. So this is quite easy opening over its little brother. I haven't had a Leatherman in my hand yet. And I don't know, guys. This may stop me from going that far because this tool is, I want to say not, I don't want to say it's that good, but I want to say it's good enough that I may not have to go higher than this. And so, yeah, I don't know. But let's go over the tool quickly. I will say, even though it's easy, it will get stuck out at its extended. It will get stuck out once I extend it, or once I close it, it'll get stuck. But it doesn't take much to release it. And once it's released, it will fall open, but it'll get stuck on its extended reach. And I like that. It's, it's great one-handed. It's not spring-loaded like the little brother, which is only $13, which is, I don't know why they didn't put a spring in here. It would have been great if they did, but they didn't. I did, even though it was loose, it's looser because I put a little oil. I dropped a little oil down in there. And I did loosen these little star screws. I loosened them, and I had to loosen them on both sides simultaneously. Because once I turned this end, the whole thing turned. Both ends turned. So I had to get on both sides and kind of just a bit, just to loosen it just a bit. And when I did that, guys, it was kind of stiff, but it is right perfect now. It's the right amount of tension. So I like that. And I can probably open this up one-handed now, where I could not do that with the little brother. So that's pretty cool. So let's start from the top here. Needle nose, kind of sawed off at the top, so it's not quite a point. Some guys will appreciate that. And the teeth goes all the way out to the end for a good grip on whatever you're trying to get at, whether it's to take a hook out of a fish mouth or grab a fuse out of a small fuse box, in your car. You'll be able to do that. And the serrations are pretty good. And I'm going to say this tool is better in every way than the little brother. The little brother's okay, for maybe a teenager or entry level, but this definitely outreaches the little brother by leaps and bounds. And so you got some bigger grooves here for some nuts. Let's take a quick nut and put it in here. So it looks good. A little acorn nut that I just keep laying around. And so can you do some reaming? You probably could if you could get it back here to these square edges. You see that? Where it gets square. It's rounded here, so you probably couldn't do too much reaming, but that would be a pretty small conduit tube. But here, definitely you could ream on these edges once you get up here. The teeth or the blades, they're not replaceable. So, guys, if you damage these, that might be it for the cutting part of the tool. And then right here in the middle, see where that round is right there? They claim that that's for harder wire. And so, like clothes hangers, something like that, you could probably cut that with. Even with this being a $43 tool, you can probably take some risk And if you did, you can just replace the tool. Maybe you can send it back. I don't know. I don't know about the warranty. I know Leatherman is pretty good about their warranties, but you know, they're triple the cost of this. The rivet, pretty clean, pretty nice. Look at that, pretty clean, and it works great. Like I said, once you get out to the extended, once you get out, that's when it gets stuck. But in between that, or just, it's really nice. All right, let's keep moving down into the handles. So again, like the little brother, it's a plain Jane. Nothing on it, nothing embossed, pressed, nothing. So you got here, MULTIFORCE, Ozark Trail. On the other side, you got MULTIFORCE. Still got some type of design. Yeah. So let's go on the outside. You got your fingernail notch that you can pull out these tools. And remember guys, lock. You hear that lock? And there's the lock down here to release it. Lock. And let's go ahead and close this up. And so you could use it like this, right? This takes a special flipping ball and tent. This is going to be a Phillip 1 and a 3/16 on your slotted. And this matters. This matters. Even though this is a 1/4 inch, you can't just put any 1/4 inch in there. It has to be a flipping bit like this, and it has to have some length on it. So it will lock in. You can use it that way. And then, let's see here. So this is the extension that comes with it. You can try and see it has the ball and tent there. See that? Once you put it in, you got some length. And then you can put that in. So the question is, can you use any 1/4 inch bit? Yes and no. You can. However, I just had this laying around. And you do need something longer because it's so deep. Because this is designed the way it is, it's very deep. And so your regular 1/4 inches will sink down too low and you won't be able to get them out. Now, there is a magnet in there. You see that? And if you use a regular bit, it'll get down in there and it gets stuck because that magnet will hold it. These here are locking. You see that little collar? But there's a little ledge in there. I don't know if you can make that out. There's a little ledge in there that keeps you from going all the way down to the magnet. And that's why this can reach down into the magnet, because the way this is designed, it can reach down to the bottom to utilize the magnet. This won't. It'll sit on that ledge. And because of that, it won't stay in. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they just didn't make it for any 1/4 inch. It's like a play on words. You made it for 1/4 inch, but 1/4 inch doesn't work. I mean, technically you could use it like this if it was overhead or you was using it at chest level. But once you try to go down, if you're doing something down, it's not going to work. And so that's a bummer. But if you're in a fix, you do what you have to do. If you're not around any tools and this is all you got, then you just hold this and you do what you got to do. So in that way, it does work, but not properly, in my opinion. But there's your extended bit, and that's nice. Let's put that back. All right, and then here's your release to just, oh, well, we need to open it back up. There's your release, and you just fold it back. And that's all that's on this side. So on your other side, we got some other things. Let's try to get everything out. You know, these are all fingernail. See that? Yeah. So here you got your scissors. You're slotted, and that's pretty thick. So that could be used as a pry bar too, maybe for paint cans or something light, you know, nothing real crazy. And that's a nice little sharp edge on your can opener. So those are pretty self-explanatory. Let's lock this one out and see what we got here with the scissors. These are a decent pair of scissors. That's a nice thumb rest, not too skinny where it would hurt your finger, hurt your thumb if you was using it. Very comfortable. Let's try to cut a few things. This is 5/32 paracord, about 110 pounds. Strong enough for whatever you gotta do. Let's see. The little brother was able to do it, but not that well. Let's see. Yeah, couple of snips. You know, I've seen other scissors do better, but this will get the job done. See, couple. Yeah, it's not the best, you know, 43 bucks, but it's definitely getting the job done. Let's see. .16 gauge. See if it'll cut that. Yep, it'll cut that. Let's see what it'll do with 12 gauge. Let's see if it'll cut that. Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard. I wouldn't suggest you use this on 12 gauge. It's doing it, but I wouldn't suggest that. Look at all that. I wouldn't suggest that. But, you know, they're a decent pair. They're not trash. I wouldn't call these trash because they're robust, they're strong, they're not wobbly. You know, yeah. So let's put those back. All right. So that's it for the outside. And before we go on the inside, I forgot to check these. This is your 12 gauge, this wire here. Let's go ahead and put it in there, see what it does. Yeah, this cuts nicely. Yeah, that cuts pretty good. Let's see, this is gonna be 16. No problem. Yep. And let's see for the big boy. This is 10. This is 10 gauge. I know that. So let's see what this will do. All right. And so once you squeeze down, you see how it doesn't have that much space to do 10, but it's sharp enough. It just doesn't. Let's see if I go all the way down. I mean, $43, you know. Okay, I think I'm getting a little, this got stuck in there. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's keep pushing through. Okay, looks like we got, since I did that, I hope I don't have something stuck down in there. Since I did that 10 gauge. Okay. I don't know. You know, that was meh on the cutting. But still, remember guys, $43. Let's go back in, or back open, I should say. So now, let's look at the outside tools. They are almost, was like, where are they? So here, you're going to have your one-hand opening. This is a nice blade. This was much sharper than the little brother right out the pack. The little brother, I had to sharpen. See that blade? It's the little brother. It's a big. I didn't have to sharpen this out the box, but I did have to sharpen this. And once I sharpened it, it works great. Once I sharpened it, yeah. And these have different locking mechanism. These lock on the top. I kind of like that lock. This has a liner lock. You see that? That locks like that. And then you go over, you flip it over, and you got your serrated blade. And you got your tonto cut there on the top. So you do a lot of nice cutting. That's a nice serration. So you're going to cut your ropes and stuff with this. Yeah. These are sharp, and, you know, if they're not sharp to your liking, you know, you can always sharpen these. So then down here at the bottom, use your fingernail to get out this saw. And remember, guys, always make sure these are locked open. And this has another good saw blade on it. You see that texture? See how that's cut on both sides? That's nice, and it's very sharp. The little brother was very sharp too. And there's your lanyard break, your lock. Let's see. And on the other side, you have your file. You got a course here. And here you have a diamond side, diamond powdered. And so this is going to be good for your drills, the tip of your masonry bit. Sometimes they'll get dull, and those tips need to be sharpened up instead of thrown out. You sharpen up the tips on your masonry bits or whatever bits. Bring those bits back to life, get a little bit more life out of those bits. And here, this is for nail cutting. You see that? So if you got a nail sticking out, saw that right off. So that's a decent. I don't know how good this diamond powdered is. I don't know. I've not had to sharpen any drill bits or anything like that. And you put that away. And so, guys, this is a winner, and this is comparable to the Wave. I wanted to get the free Leatherman with the magnets. You know, those are running about $140. But the tool selection on that Leatherman free, I don't like the tool selection. And for that price, the tool selection is not there for me, even though it's a one-handed tool. But this is, it feels great in the hand, and I don't feel the need to get the Wave for $100 when I can get this for 43. But you know, I've been using this, and this works great. It does everything I need to do. It definitely is better than the little brother. So the little brother is retired. I'll chuck him somewhere, but this I'll carry with me. Oh yeah, before I get out of here, here's the sheath. The sheath on this is a little different. This you can put on your belt without taking, your belt off, or you can, when you're getting ready at the end of the day, take your pants off. You can just take this off without undoing your belt to get this off, and that's a convenience. It's plastic. I don't know how well this will hold up over time. But here's the issue I had with this sheath. You see that? This is for the extended fit. They put it in the back. So that's what space you're dealing with. Look how big this is. So if you put this in, it doesn't go in all the way. You have to really stuff it. The issue I had is I wish they had put it on the side, because that's where it ends up anyway. It's on the side. So it makes it hard for this to come out. So what I did is just drop it down in the side like that, and see how much more space you have. So now this goes in better. Let me just lean to the side. Let's do this way. It gave me an issue, and here it's trying to give me an issue. So that's how I carry it. Now it's more on the side. I don't know. I'm just weird that way. I wish they had just put that little spandex right on the side up here. But at any rate, it works. And so guys, pick this up at Walmart. It's always in stock. I like it. So with that being said, guys, if there's anything that I left out, please put it in the comments. Educate me, educate the community. We'll all be better for it. Comment, subscribe. And remember, guys, it's a thumbs up.